Hey, Alex, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Last time you guys faced Fried, I think it was 8 righties and 1 switch hitter. Will you go that deep into the platoon tomorrow? How much have you thought about?
No, JD's playing left tomorrow.
He's playing
Yep.
left, but
Alex, how important did you feel getting Garrett Crochet, was to you guys to have that ace at the top of the rotation and a guy who could kind of tie it together?
I mean, it's very important, right? Having an ace, and we had aces before, right? With Chris, and we had plenty of aces in 18. Nate became an ace after that, and it's like I said during the season. He was a guy that he continued the winning streak and he stopped the losing streak, right? And the other guys did an amazing job too throughout the season. They were really good. Bello, Giolito, right? They got the ball every 5 days and they pitched well. But having that guy at the top of the line, the rotation just sets the tempo for the rest of the week, and that's what he does.
Some of your guys were saying he within the clubhouse he's become a pretty big voice, and was that something you expected, or when you heard, when you
he has such a big voice that he changed we were traveling comfortable here, and he decided to go business casual. He sent the text, so he overruled the manager. Now since spring training, I noticed it. I remember one day, Weiser, he threw a bullpen, didn't like it, and they were in the video room for like 2 hours afterwards, and he's a guy that just got to the organization, and he was trying to connect with players in the beginning, but right away he knew what he wanted to do. Similar to Alex, like, hey, if we're going to play in October, we have to help, right? And he's been great. His preparation impresses me, just has a good outing. Next day, he's working on the next one. He struggled twice. The next day, he was there getting ready for the next one. And that's what the good ones do. I know he's excited about tomorrow, and we are excited too, so it should be fun.
So this text to you was about the trip last night?
Yeah. Because we've been traveling comfortable for a while now because of the schedule and where we're going and all that. And I think they were together in the clubhouse when Mark sent the text that it's going to be comfortable, and he told the guys, no, we got to make it a business trip. So yeah, they dress up yesterday.
Alex, Dan Roach from WBZ.
What's up, Dan?
How you doing?
Good.
I think Bregman's about to play in his 100th postseason game of his career. You talked a lot about him all year long. Now this next stage, how important is that experience? What can he do to kind of pass along what he knows to the rest of the group?
He's been talking about the postseason for a while now to the guys, and this is what he's done throughout his career. He's played meaningful games in October. Well, he's played meaningful games since 2017, right? He got called up in 16. They didn't make it, and then in 17, this is all he knows. So excited for the kid. This is a stage that he's been here since 17, battling with them, and happy that he's playing third base for us.
I was going to ask about Bregman, but Dan did such a good job. I guess I'll inquire about the roster and whether you guys have decided on anything there that had been up in the air.
Yeah, we haven't talked about it. Lucas, he's not going to be on the roster. He's been battling with his elbow the last few days, and today he went to see Dr. Dugas. So, hopefully it's nothing major, but he won't be ready for this one.
What does that mean for you guys in Game 3?
We'll go the first 2 games, and then we'll decide. Obviously, we got some kids over there that they have started lately, and but first things first, Crochet, Bello, and if we have to make a decision for Game 3, we'll go from there.
And just to clarify on Giolito, where is he geographically, did you say?
He's seeing Dr. Dugas.
Seeing Dr. Dugas.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
Alex, you shared your choice for left field with 2 lefties coming up. Would you like to further inform us about first, second, right, and DH?
I haven't talked to most of them about, how we're going to do it, but, it's probably going to be kind of like the similar lineup that we have. I just want to make sure JD knew. I think defense here in left field matters a lot, and he's done it before. They're good against lefties and righties, Fried and Rodon. So, go out there, battle, and hopefully, we get the line moving and we get them out of the game early.
Alex back here. 17-8 in the postseason is your record. What makes you most comfortable in October when the games get tight and the stakes get raised?
Good players. It's good players. They play well in October, especially. I mean, most of them are 1 year, right? But I think we did a good job in 21. The Wildcard game, the Rays, and then we were up 2-1 against Houston, and just didn't happen after that. But good players. At the end, they decide the games. We'll make decisions based on what we see as a group. We will be aggressive pitching wise, and hopefully works out again.
Hey, Alex, through all the years you've been involved with this rivalry, is there one memory that stands out more than any others or any?
Xander's homer in 21, that was the loudest it's been in Fenway Park. That was electric, just the ball went out and the place went nuts. That's the one that really gets my attention.
In the Yankee-Red Sox rivalry, in 18, as much was made with Judge and the boombox in New York, and the media and the fans. Was it an issue, or did it come up in rallying the team at all?
No, not at all.
What do you make of just the fan interplay back and forth between the two cities?
This is where we at, and with social media and so many platforms and so many shows, that's what they get, and they enjoy it.
Alex, just the whole trajectory of Narvaez this season, coming to spring training, probably the backup catcher, hadn't had much major league experience, just to see where he's gotten from then to now to kind of be a cornerstone of the team going into the playoffs.
Just a good player, a guy that he understands who he is. Was really good for a while there offensively, regressed a little bit. Connor started playing well, and we were able to take care of Carlos. And I know he was 0 for whatever before a double or the homer, whatever, but he's been swinging the bat a lot better. Defensively, he's really good. What they do here, the Yankees, behind the plate, is something that everybody knows that they're great at that. They had some good defensive catchers throughout the years, and Carlos is a product of their system, right? It just happened that they had so many that they needed to trade somebody, and it was him, and we got him. But Carlos, he's been able to slow it down too. The last week, he was a little frustrated offensively. He was able to breathe after those 2 big swings, but behind the plate, that's what we were looking for from him. Connor has been better too, but what he's done throughout the season is eye-opening.
When it comes to Lucas, was this something he was fighting through, or did it really?
I believe so. I believe he was fighting it. He was going to throw a bullpen during the week, and we have to, cut it short. Was he in play for the last game? Probably he was pushing that way, but after, Saturday, Sunday, he didn't look too good, especially yesterday, and that's the reason we sent him to see the doctor. And like I said, hopefully it's nothing major.
Is May here, or is he?
He's in Fort Myers.
Okay, so he's not gonna at all be in this series,
No. I think for us, there's no changes. No De Leon, no Giolito, and we go.
So who would be the candidates for that third game?
Like I said, we have some kids that started this week, and we'll see how the first 2 games go, and then we'll decide for if needed for game 3.
Alex, as somebody who played, coached, managed this game, what about Judge's season impresses you the most?
that everybody thought that he wasn't going to be able to do it because he didn't have Soto in the lineup, and he was the best hitter in the league. I mean, think about batting average. I know people, they don't value it, quote unquote, but he hit like 330 whatever when guys are hitting 240, right? I mean, that's special. And then he hits the ball out of the ballpark, and he's a good base runner. Obviously, a little bit banged up defensively, but he's really good out there. Just impressive, And early in the season, before we face him, I was watching. I'm like, man, this is tremendous. This is eye-opening, just because of the fact that Juan went to the Mets, and people were like, oh well, they're gonna pitch around him. He's not gonna get pitches to hit, whatever. No, he's that good.
Alex, you've seen the Yankees a lot this year, obviously, including just a couple of weeks ago. That said, both teams also have had advanced scouts on each other. What can that find? How can that influence the postseason series?
It's funny that you said that. I don't know. I really don't know because we don't know who we get in tomorrow, which lineup, right? They're probably going to match up with Garrett, right, with the righties, but who's going to play where, right? The last version of them at Fenway, it was a very athletic wise. They ran the base as well. They played good defense. They put some tough at-bats from the right-hand side, so we'll see. But, there's always something that might come up the last 2 weeks. Teams, especially they were pushing to win the division, so they had to play all the way till yesterday, right? So there was no hiding or avoid this because we're making it to October, right? Their goal was to win the division. So, we had guys following them for a while, and, you can pick something here and there, but we played the whole season. We just played a few weeks ago, so we know each other.
In 05, 07, you've had a bunch of postseasons with the Red Sox. Do you remember an instance of something from the advanced scouts, Dana, Langone, anyone that really influenced the course of a postseason?
There was, the one that got my attention was in 07. Lackey pitched against us, right? In Anaheim, David took him deep, 3-2 breaking ball. So TC, he's walking it through it, this and that, sequences. And when the meeting was over, he goes to David, by the way, 3-2 count against Lackey, you're going to get a breaking ball. And he did. And he crushed it. I was like, oh, shoot, that was cool. That's a cool moment. Yeah.
Alex, back here again. You guys are really good on the road the last month of the season, 14 wins out of the last 20. What do you attribute that success to away from home?
I don't know. I think we were like up and down early in the season, and then at the end we needed to win games, and the guys play well. That road trip, the last one, going to Tampa against a tough pitching staff, we play well. We were really good offensively. We won the first two, then we lost the third one. Toronto, same thing, play well. We didn't win the third one, but we felt good about it. It was 4-2 going into Fenway. But overall, I think we have played good baseball. When we didn't play good baseball, we stay playing 500 ball, which is what you want to do. But there's nothing that, we play in Sacramento, we play in Tampa. I don't know. There's nothing that gets my attention that we were better because of we played better defense or we just played good baseball.
Thank you, everyone.
We're good. Thank you.